New hires. As you know, we like to celebrate our new hires into the school community, so we ask them to come for their board approval session, and I ask them to stand when I say your name, and we'll say a few things about our administrators first, and then we'll announce the teachers and the rest of the staff that are here with us and their assignments in the district. And we are going to begin with Mr. John Ciferni. Where are you? Hiding in the back. John will be Lawton C. Johnson Summit Middle School principal leader very soon. Upon evaluating feedback from both the parent and staff focus groups, and over 80 survey responses, by the way, it was evident that our best candidate for this position was currently working in our school district. I have the utmost confidence in John and anticipate great success with him as our leader of Summit Middle School. John is passionate about advancing curriculum, fostering a positive, inclusive, and safe environment, and developing staff members through meaningful PD. John has established himself as a student-centered leader who understands the middle-level child. He is well respected within the community, and he is a perfect match with the profile created by our stakeholders for our next middle school leader. Congratulations, John. It's Natalie Sayers. Natalie? All the way in the back. We're going to recognize Natalie was approved in July, but there's not a lot of people at our board meetings in July, so we brought her back to be recognized again. So I'm just going to read a little piece about you, and we're happy to have you. Ms. Ferrier's previously experience includes 8 years as an assistant principal in the East Windsor Regional School District. Prior to her administrative experience, she was an elementary school teacher for Newark Public Schools for 6 years. Natalie exudes wonderful qualities that will truly complement and benefit the Jefferson school community. Congratulations. Okay, when I announce your name, please stand. Christina Patella. Christina, math teacher at Summit High School. Natalie Carpenter, special education teacher, Summit High School. Ivana Bojovic, music teacher, Summit High School. Eliza Romolosa, Monica Galasso, Stephanie Alio, Primary Center, Christina Igil-Terra, Christina, elementary teacher at Brayton Elementary School, and Geneva LeConte, Elementary School. Those are our new hires in attendance today, Mr. Coleman.
All right, thank you, Superintendent Huff. Welcome to all of the new hires and to our staff member who's transitioning into a bigger role. We wish you all the best in the coming year and in future years, so welcome. And thank you for choosing Summit as a place to benefit our students. Do I have a motion to approve these new hires?
I think you missed one. Chelsea Semenya, third grade.
Did I miss one? I'm sorry, Chelsea. Check my list. Okay, it's down, it's not coming. Okay, Chelsea Semenya.
Chelsea
Is Esther Andugala here? Okay, I had a list of new teachers that weren't attending your meeting on the phone list. I apologize. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else we missed? Motion to approve the list of new hires.
Second.
All right. Ms. Stanton.
Yes.
Ms. Justice.
Yes.
Ms. Cohn.
Yes.
Vice President Cho.
Yes.
President Colon.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, we'll take a quick 3-minute break and continue the meeting thereafter.
Oaks
Shine Pride.
in academics.
Coming up this weekend, Summit High School.
And we'll start with president's comments and then go to you, Scott, and go from there? Okay, perfect. So I will jump in. First comment is to welcome all of our students back to school. And I was at Washington School on Tuesday morning, and it was absolutely inspiring to see the smiles on the faces of students as they came up the stairs into the building and met their teachers and their classmates. And I hope that one thing I noticed was the goodbyes with the parents for the younger students. And I hope the parents cherish that, because I will tell you, as an experienced parent, letting go of those kids, that only lasts a couple of years. And then the goodbyes go away. They're just gone. So it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, and with that, I would also like to thank the administration, the principals, the educators, the custodians, the district staff. There was a lot of work that went into preparation for day one and beyond throughout this summer with respect to facilities work and curriculum work and preparation, professional development, et cetera, et cetera. And so thank you to everyone who contributed for a successful day one, a successful week, and hopefully a successful school year. One point on topics that we have already covered in this meeting, the district goals. That was, in fact, a collaborative effort to arrive at those goals with the district administration and the board. We held a meeting in August to review, discuss, tweak, refine, et cetera, each of those goals to make sure that not only were they consistent with the expectations of our community, but that they were actionable and that the district had a plan to move forward on each of them. And so those goals are not intended to be rhetoric. It's the responsibility of this board to ensure that that progress is made in each of those goals. And so thank you, Superintendent Huff, and your team for the thoroughness with which you presented those goals and the process to arrive at the presentation today. And I would also like to make an introduction. It's probably obvious at this point that we have new members sitting up here at the table. And if you're like me, you're actually really happy to see these new members because they are, in fact, students in Summit High School. And this was mentioned in Policy Committee last year, that the state of New Jersey, to their credit, issued a mandatory policy beginning this school year where there would be school representatives attending, student representatives attending our board meetings on a going forward basis. And so that begins tonight. And the responsibilities of that student, those students, are to provide feedback to the board on matters that are of relevance to them as students in the high school and in the district, and to convey back to the student body the actions and work of the board to make sure that there is sufficient communication and understanding between the board and the student body. And so it's a fabulous step I think the state has taken, and we fully embrace it. And so I would like to welcome our student representative, Lena Kifnitis. Lena is a sophomore at the high school and is involved in 100,000 things, including field hockey, which I think is what the uniform represents, if I have that right, okay. Softball, student council, Red Cross Club, mock trial, Girls Club of Summit, and there are probably a few more things I don't have here. Lena's interest in this role stems from her involvement and enjoyment in student council at the high school, and her goal to improve her leadership and communication skills. And this is a great step in that direction. And As an alternate to Lena, I would also introduce Grace Epstein, who is here this evening. And so these two will be responsible for fulfilling that role of student representative with our board. And so welcome and thank you for taking on the responsibility. And I think that's good to end on for me, so I will pass along to you, Superintendent Huff.
Thank you, President Colon. I will open by welcoming everybody and tell everyone that we had a terrific start to the 2022-23 school year. We welcomed our staff on August 30th. They were greeted by our high school cheerleaders and our high school band members. So many thanks to all those students who participated in that event, as well as the coaches who took their time to practice and be there as well. It was really a welcoming sight to see. From there, they were greeted with a breakfast. Thank you, Pomptonian. Pomptonian commented that it was the largest staff that they ever created a summit breakfast for, close to 700 people. So no small feat to do that. Thank you, Pomptonian. Wonderful job. From there, a few words from me to the staff, and then they were treated to an outstanding presentation from John Comegno, who is one of our board attorneys. John does speak nationally on a variety of educational topics, and he definitely hit the mark with our staff on that day. His presentation was funny, yet he successfully delivered the message that our community has stuck together and bonded together through the pandemic on behalf of our children, and we've created and accomplished tremendous things in our district. And that's certainly a sentiment that is shared by me and this Board of Education. So thank you, John Comegno. Our staff really enjoyed it. Positive feedback all the way around as one of the best kickoffs we've had ever. So it was outstanding. And also thank you to our PTOs for decorating our schools with balloons and welcoming our kids back to school this school year. As I mentioned, the kickoff was excellent. I will comment that there was a lot of energy and enthusiasm. You can see it in the staff's eyes and their body language. It was great to see. I know we're carrying that momentum into the beginning of this school year, and we're excited about all that we have ahead of us. And speaking of enthusiasm, we have a tremendous buzz from our elementary schools with our new innovation labs and our new STEAM teachers. They're very excited. All of our labs were created and designed over the summer. So many thanks to our custodial and maintenance staff for making that timeline, because they are up and running at the start of the school year and they look fantastic. So we're very excited about that. On another note, we did revise our health standards this school year, this past summer, and they do align now with the requirements from the Department of Ed. The lessons and the resources that we used in the revised curriculum were developed by our own teachers and our nurses, and we follow the same approach as we have in the past with all other curriculum revisions. We understand that some in the community are a little curious about what the revisions are, when some of the new topics will be taught, and if parents, or how will parents have the opportunity, the process for opting out of specific